How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Pokémon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Last time, Hapu became the new Kahuna here on Pony Island after being chosen by the Tapu to replace her late grandfather. This time, we are going to continue our adventures, making our way to, hopefully, get the legendary Pokemon to awaken. That way, we can do a little bit of rescuing of Lusamine and Guzma. So, basically what we need to do right now is backtrack all the way to the mainland of Pony Island. So, I'm going to be very, very careful as we make our way out of here. I believe I have faced every trainer already on the route. Yeah, okay, I believe I have. So, we can just make our way back through here and go on the Ancient Pony Path back this way. It would have been just easier to fly on Charizard, but you know, it has been a little while since I recorded. I know that seems to be the running trend of this series. It takes me 10 million years to just record new episodes because I honestly do have a lot going on in life. A lot of things have been happening, and it's just one thing after another, but I am back to recording videos now again, so hopefully, fingers crossed, everything will be okay. Just to do a bit of catch-up, never mind.
Thank you, Hapu, and thank you, Mudsdale.
That's what friends do.
Friends? An amazing trainer like Hapu considers me a friend? I am so glad I got to meet you, Hapu.
To journey to Executor Island, you should speak with Mina. She can help arrange a boat for you. I shall be wishing for your safety. Alright, so what I was going to say before we got interrupted by the cutscene, since it has been a couple months since a lot of months, not a couple, since I've recorded last, I do want to catch up with you a little bit about what I've been up to. So I did recently move, as in terms of recording recently move. I recently moved a couple counties away from where I was, so that's kind of cool. Unfortunately, pet situations kind of dwindled since then. A lot of animals that I have passed away, which is a little bit unfortunate, but that's part of life. And you know, just a whole bunch of different things with work have been getting in the way of recordings, so I'm here to once again say I'm sorry, my episodely apology. I'm here to say I'm sorry that it's taken so long to start up again. But I think I'm in a space now where I'm able to record. I have a much bigger area to record now, so that's kind of cool, because it allows me to, you know, roam around a little bit more. I have a different setup than what I did have. I also don't have a PC anymore. I don't think I mentioned that in the last time I recorded. So yeah, my PC tower's kind of dead. That's neat. So I'm now using my laptop that was really only meant for traveling to record videos, so that's fun in very loose quotation marks. But yeah, I have a brand new setup now, so it allows me to do cool things, so that's nice. It even allows me to do a bunch of green screen shenanigans. That's kind of cool. You know, I can just pop in anywhere and I can do all different things. I don't think I'm going to, at least not when you expect it, so you probably were expecting me to pop in with the green screen, right? Yeah, no. I'm not that easy. Anyway, we're gonna actually advance the Pokemon storyline, so let's go over to the ship by Mina and Lily.
Did you find anything useful? Yes, and Tapu was made the new Kahuna.
The little Hapu was? We've been having Old Man Nanu look after our grand trials up until now.
Now we've got our own little Kahuna. That's great. Yes, Hapu will do her best for her late grandfather. And as I must do what's best for my mother's sake, and for Nebby as well. And so, there's a place that we need to go.
To find the flute on Executor Island. Executor Island? Oh, where the flute is. Right. Well, in that case, we'd better get the chief. Did you call me?
Oh my goodness!
Nice to meet ya. I am the chief of the sea folk. I couldn't help overhearing what you said, so why don't I get you to Executor Island?
Oh, thank you.
Hold up there, little lady. It's James who will go on this trip. He is a trainer after all. And Executor Island is a pretty crazy place. Haha, that's true. There are some crazy critters on that island. It's one thing for a trainer to go, but if you're not a trainer, you should just trust your friend to take care of this task for you.
But, James...
You just wait here. I've got this.
You're right. I'm sure you and Primarina can handle it better than anyone else could. I'll wait here for you to come back.
And while we're waiting for James, I'll make you model for a picture, Lily. Here we are at Executor Island. I heard that this place used to be a trial site, though that was a long time ago. Looks like the little fellows are even more worked up than usual. But they're always a nosy bunch. It's probably fine. You go on. Good luck. Well, no time like the present. Let's get this journey started here on Executor Island with some very, very tall Executor. Or in this case, it's actually a pincer and not an Executor. Wow, I've forgotten that this was actually not an encounter for Executor. It's actually a pincer encounter. Anyway, so, Triton, oh my god, buddy, it has been way too long since I have used you in some battling, but let's get this going. I mean, you would be effective against Executors here on Alola, because Alolan Executors, as these, regional forms tend to be called based on their regions, Alolan Executor is actually not Grass Psychic, but rather Grass Dragon type. Unfortunately, there's no Alolan Execute, but I mean, I don't really know how an Alolan Execute would work compared to an Alolan Executor, so I guess it's a good thing. The Executor is waving its head around happily now that the pincer was chased off. Aha, so looks like these Executor are being bothered by some Pokémon. Okay. So let's go and see what's up with this Executor. And it's yet another pincer. Okay, so it looks like pincers are giving Executor some trouble here across every single one of them. Maybe the third one will be different. Who knows? Alright, let's just go for our signature sparkling aria. Not only is it boosted from same type attack bonus, but it is also boosted because it is raining here on Executor Island. And it's also 90 base power, and we have high special attack, so if it didn't take it out with any of those factors involved, I probably would have been a little peeved off. And also, yeah, we're like 10 levels higher than these Pokemon, so I would legitimately hope that we would take it out in one shot regardless of what we're doing. Alright, and this final Executor is going to have another Pinsir on top of it. Okay. Well, I mean, that is something. One of these could have been shiny or something to make it a little different. And also, this one is lower leveled than the last one we just faced. The one on the far left was the one with the highest leveled one. That's kind of dumb. This one's further back on the island. Anyway, whatever, a critical hit circle throw, that doesn't really matter. We are pretty bulky. Water types do tend to be bulky. So there we go, Sparkling Aria takes out Pinsir, and that should be it for dealing with the trouble here on Executor Island. Okay, well, yeah, looks like everything is a-okay here now, except we do have a Pinsir, we have an Executor blocking the path to the podium where the flute is? Oh, cool, we actually used it to prop up on the area. That's kind of cool. Hey, this looks like a Tauros, nope, that's a Mudsdale. Looks like this is a Tauros moment. So, what do we got over here? Anything? Leads downward. Yes, let's go ahead and do that. Because we do have another totem sticker. 93 totem stickers. Perfect. Alright. Let's make our way back through here. We will hop off of Tauros. Gotta get reused to the controls. And we've made it to the very, very top of Executor Island. So, let's go ahead and grab the flute that we've been waiting for. If you were playing Ultra Sun, you would obtain the Sun Flute.
Welcome back, James.
Now you've got to play those flutes up at the altar, I guess. The altar can be found in the deepest part of past the vast Pony Canyon. Those Executors sure took a liking to ya. You've clearly got something important in ya. As a trainer, if Pokemon like you that much. Alright, so now that we've got the flute, we can make our way to that other area past Hapu's house, or Hapu's grandmother's house, and that should lead us to the area we're looking for, past the vast Pony Canyon, so we will be able to play the flute now. I don't think I have a repel up, so I'm just gonna be careful, and I'm gonna spray a repel really quick. Where is my items? Let's go down to... where are you? There you go, max repel. Perfect. Not gonna take any chances. Okay. We'll head down here. We can run through the grass with the repel up. It's not like it makes much of a difference. Steps are steps anyway. I should know, I recently did buy a Galaxy Watch, so now I can keep track of my steps. Trying to get healthy. Anyway, so the area that we're looking to go to is actually up this way. Oh boy, fun.
You're from Team Skull. What is it that you want from us?
Here they come. I heard about you Numb-Skulls at Aether. Do you really know how to open an ultra wormhole to save our boy Guzma?
Let me see if you're really bad to the bone enough to save our boy Guzma.
Well, it's certainly been a long time since we've been challenged by a Team Skull grunt. This female grunt is only going to have one Pokemon, and it is going to be an Ekans. Okay, that shouldn't be too much trouble. I'm thinking we're about 10 levels higher, or 11 levels higher, okay. It's not raining though, but the higher level should mean that the Sparkling Aria should take it out. And indeed it does. Plus, you know, fully evolved Pokemon versus basic Pokemon. I mean, I would have been very upset if I didn't take it out.
Okay, no bones about it. You're way stronger than me.
Doesn't matter. We'll come after you with all our Pokemon at once then, Will Home Slice. We'll give 500% to save our boy Guzma. You know, when I first saw this, I thought they were gonna actually do a Horde trainer battle, you know, like the Horde battles from X and Y in the Kalos region, but you know, they didn't. It was just one grunt using one Pokemon from each of them to represent them in a gigantic battle. Anyway, this grunt has 5 Pokemon to represent the 5 remaining male grunts, and the first Pokemon is going to be Fomantis. Alright, we're going to use Icy Wind here. It's super effective, and it should take it out. Yeah, it does. Okay. Oh, and speaking of things that happened in between all the episodes I recorded, first off, Rocco grows to level 58, and next up is Marini. I actually am going to switch out here. Speaking of things that happened between recording episodes, a brand new game in the Kalos region was announced. So Pokemon Legends ZA, the next installment in the Legends series of video games for the Pokemon franchise, I don't know why I said it that way, is happening probably early 2025 or something like that. So that's pretty exciting. And there's been lots of hints with Scarlet and Violet and, you know, all that DLC about Unova remakes being next, so that might be cool, but I'm also scared that Ilka is going to be producing it, and I wasn't really a fan of Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, so I am a little nervous, but, you know, I'm kind of keeping optimism afloat. It's kind of hard. Anyway, Caffeine, Kamala here is going to grow to level 54. Very, very nice. And the next Pokemon for the grunt is going to be Raticate. You know, let's switch to... Actually, let's kind of make this a showcase of all of our Pokemon, since we haven't seen all of them in a while. So we saw Triton, we saw Caffeine, now we're going to go into Gwen, the Vikavolt, or Vikavolt, whatever, however you want to pronounce it. There's a whole bunch of different ways to pronounce Pokemon names. I try to pronounce it the best I can and the proper way that Pokemon says it in terms of, you know, pronunciations in the anime, what commentators say on the tournaments for VGC, VG, and Pokemon Go, all that stuff. I try to be consistent. Sometimes it slips through the cracks, but, you know, I try. I think they pronounce it Vikavolt, by the way, just to put that out there. So, just to say that. We are going to miss our Crunch because, you know, Raticate decided it didn't want to live in the same planet as Vikavolt anymore. Houndour is next, and I did mean to switch out, but, you know, I guess we'll just switch out the hard way here. We're gonna switch out from Gwen, and we're gonna go into our Queenie Elizabeth. Embargo? Oh man, I wanted to review the new video game. Come on, Houndour. Oh no, that just means you can't use items anymore, but you saw the text for that, so. Ooh, Foul Play is going to hurt because we are a ghost type, and Foul Play is super effective being a dark type move, but we do live because Palossand is pretty bulky, like ridiculously bulky. And the Earth Power that we use is definitely more than enough to take out Houndour. Alright, and the final Pokemon for the Grunt is going to be Golbat. So that means we're going to switch into our rock type, our very rocky rock type, Rocco. Lots of rock. Our Dusk form, Lycanroc, by the way, because I love Dusk form Lycanroc. I was so glad they added this form into the game because it's such a good look. And of course you would miss your Stone Edge. First battle back, Rocco, and you end up missing. Come on, you can hit the Stone Edge. There you go. I believe in you, my beauty. Even though the Rocco that you're based off of was a male, but, you know. I did with what I could. Anyway, that is going to do it for this battle against the Team Skull Grunt / I guess all 5 of them, since they did contribute, kind of, sort of, not really. I may have lost, but listen up, yo. Please say Guzma for us. You dummies. They're trying to save the boss, so what do you want to get in their way for? You, girly. Lily, right? You really ready to do this finally? To be honest, I've treated you really badly. Even if I was just doing the work the president told me to do, I shouldn't have done all that. Even if I apologize now, I know it's probably too late for you to forgive me, though. See, Guzma. He really likes the president. She's the only adult who ever seemed to see how strong he was. The president? My mother is... she's selfish. She decides all by herself what she thinks needs to be done to make other people happy, not even caring what it is that they may want. But people ought to help one another out. This is what I have learned here in Alola. And that is what I'm going to teach her, too. Then I think we can save Mr. Guzma. You know, deep down, you're kind of like the president. You've gone in a different direction, but I can tell you have the same strength in your convictions. James, Lily, I know you've got no reason to help, but could you help us save Guzma? That big dummy. I don't think he's even aware of it, but Alola really means a lot to him. That's why he's doing something so reckless to try to save it. The Poison-type Z Crystal. Maybe it'll help you somehow. We've obtained the Poisonium Z! No fancy cutscene? Boo. I guess giving you this Z Crystal is also kind of... what do you call it? Helping each other? Oh yeah. You've got your first stone directly from Tapu Koko, didn't you, James? You'd better take care of it. That's one special Z power ring you got there. A trainer is only a trainer because of the Pokemon with them. If you ever forget that, you'll bring the wrath of the Tapu down upon yourself. You should be fine, though. I'm out of here. I suppose even Team Skull is not all bad. Thanks for helping me again, James. And here, let me thank your team, too.
Alright, James, let's finally go to the altar. The vast Pony Canyon lies ahead of us.
And we will do just that next time on Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Thank you for watching this return to form, hopefully. Knock on wood, wherever there's wood around here in this new house I'm in. Thank you for watching, and until the next time, which will hopefully not take more than half a year, catch you later. Alola.